Leaked referee audio. An alleged FBI probe into a multimillion-dollar betting ring. A head coach breaking down 27 missed foul calls frame by frame. For the past week, that's been the storyline dominating WNBA conversations. A scandal so explosive, so tailor-made for outrage, that it racked up millions of views and convinced fans that the Indiana Fever-Las Vegas Aces playoff matchup was fixed from the start. The biggest scandal in league history. Except, it wasn't real. What if I told you the referee conspiracy, the supposed FBI case, and the viral video evidence were nothing more than a digital ghost story built for clicks? And what if I told you this carefully crafted fiction worked perfectly, not as an exposé, but as a smokescreen? A diversion meant to draw attention away from the actual investigation happening quietly behind the scenes. An investigation not about referees, but about alleged illegal under-the-table payments that could shake the very foundation of competitive balance in the WNBA. Today, we're going to dismantle the viral lie, and then uncover the truth it was hiding. If you're here because you care about the real story, not manufactured drama, make sure to hit that like button. It tells us you want more of this kind of deep dive analysis. So let's break down how the fake scandal was built. The viral conspiracy leaned heavily on real frustrations fans already had with officiating. That frustration was then exaggerated, twisted, and spun into a full-blown rigged series narrative. At the center of this fictional saga was Indiana Fever coach Stephanie White, portrayed as a lone fighter against corruption. But here's the actual record. The most significant real officiating controversy of the 2025 playoffs didn't involve the Fever at all. It happened with Minnesota Lynx coach Cheryl Reeve. She was ejected, suspended, and fined $15,000 after blowing up at referees over a missed call that left one of her stars injured. She called the referee assignment for that game malpractice. That incident, not the Fever series, was the real flashpoint of officiating outrage. Stephanie White's role? She supported Reeve publicly, saying her colleague raised valid points and that referees needed accountability. For showing solidarity, White was fined by the league. And that's the grain of truth the fake scandal latched onto. Creators took White's documented frustration and penalty, then built a fictional universe around it. The leaked audio? Fabricated. The trending hashtags? Based on nothing. The FBI betting probe? Pure invention. Real federal investigations in sports betting have involved NBA players and college programs, never the WNBA. The whole narrative was a house of cards. So if the referee drama was fiction, what's the reality? The answer lies not in officiating, but in money. While fans were busy dissecting a fake conspiracy, the WNBA was quietly pursuing a real and far more dangerous issue: allegations that the Las Vegas Aces had been skirting salary cap rules with off-the-books payments. Here's why that matters. The salary cap is the foundation of fairness in any pro sports league. It limits how much each team can spend on salaries, preventing wealthy franchises from simply buying all the top talent and creating dynasties that no one else can compete against. In theory, it's the rule that ensures balance. And what if a team has been secretly breaking that rule? That's not just a scandal, it's a threat to the integrity of the league itself. The ongoing probe into the Las Vegas Aces centers on allegations that the franchise devised a creative, but illegal, method to bypass the WNBA salary cap. According to reports from major outlets like ESPN and CBS Sports, the claim is that outside companies were arranged to give select players lucrative side deals. These agreements allegedly provided substantial extra income for minimal actual work. On paper, everything looked clean. The players' official contracts stayed within cap limits. But in practice, the players were receiving significant additional compensation through these off-the-books deals. The result? A massive, unfair advantage for the Aces in both keeping their stars and luring new ones. This isn't about a single bad whistle or a controversial no-call. It's about a calculated financial scheme that, if true, strikes at the very heart of fairness in the league. It's a direct challenge to the system designed to keep competition balanced. So let me put the question to you. What do you see as the bigger threat to the WNBA? A few missed calls in a playoff game, or an organized attempt to secretly break salary cap rules? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And here's the part that's hard to ignore: the silence around this real investigation compared to the noise around the fake referee scandal. The viral clips about rigged games racked up millions of views because they told a simple story: good guys versus bad guys, heroes versus villains. But when it comes to financial loopholes, third-party contracts, and salary cap regulations, that's not nearly as easy to package into a viral bombshell. It requires more analysis, and it's a lot more uncomfortable for the league to face. That's why the referee drama worked so perfectly as an accidental smokescreen. It created an emotional tidal wave, and fans poured all that anger onto the most obvious targets, the officials. It's a simple, satisfying narrative. But the real threat? That was sitting quietly behind closed doors in the form of contracts, hidden payments, and rule-breaking that could alter the balance of the entire league. When you put the puzzle pieces together, the picture is crystal clear. Fans were baited into chasing a digital ghost. The supposed referee conspiracy was nothing more than modern misinformation, crafted on top of just enough real frustration to seem believable. And while everyone argued about whistles and phantom fouls, the true danger to the WNBA's integrity wasn't happening courtside. It was in boardrooms, buried in financial arrangements that, if proven, undermine the very system meant to keep the league fair. What they didn't want you to see wasn't a grand referee plot. It was a financial scandal with the power to reshape the sport. And the greatest trick of all was how effectively the fake drama distracted us from the truth. So, what's your theory? Do you think the referee scandal was intentionally pushed to divert attention, or was it just viral misinformation that the league and the Aces conveniently benefited from? Share your take in the comments. And if you believe that the Real story is rarely the one being sold to you, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. We'll keep tracking this investigation as it develops, and you won't want to miss what comes next. Finally, if you know fans who were swept up by the referee drama, share this video with them, because every narrative analyst deserves to know the truth.